Welcome to Ordinary Day Behind the Scenes video.
Hi, ladies and gentlemen, this is Stacy Ray.
I love it on, and I like it off, but I love it on, so I have to listen to my instinct. Make my ass look good. Nothing I can say, nothing. You're not taping me, are you?
You know, I hate the question, what do you do? Because I feel like it's such a narrow question. And the truth is I do a lot of things. I'm a mother, I'm a writer, I'm a director, I'm a producer. This is Don Peake, the maestro.
I have a recording studio, and I meet people and I produce records. And I produce in the old way, with a live band, with a live session. I started out as a guitar player. I got very lucky very early. I was with Ray Charles from '64 to '74, and it was amazing. And I did, you know, You've Lost That Loving Feeling with the Righteous Brothers. I played guitar with Marvin Gaye, Let's Get It On. I made up the wah, 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 wah. That was me. I was on Michael Jackson's original hits. I was everywhere.
Just one more stolen kiss.
And I'm Nathan Lucas.
The talent.
The talent.
Nathan Lucas is someone that has come into my life. I feel so lucky to have him in my life. The minute I met Nathan, you know how sometimes you meet people and it's just boom. I just felt him. We had him singing opera. We took the kids to Nashville for spring break, and I became incredibly inspired by the music there. I would never call myself a songwriter. Not at this stage. Maybe like when I'm 73, I'll be like, you know what, I'm a songwriter. I came back from Nashville and hooked up with my friend Nathan, who is one of the most incredible singers that I know. Oh. And I said, I wrote a song and I want you to sing it.
Well, the song is about a father and his daughter, and it's a wedding day, and the daughter's getting cold feet, and early on in the relationship, the mother had left this situation. And he lets her know that she has a second chance.
There was someone else I knew, a guitarist named Barron, and I asked him if he could help us come up with a melody. He did, and he sang a little bit on it. I loved it so much that I said I want to record both.
Nothing I can say.
We spent a day making the charts. You know, I'm an arranger, an orchestrator, and conductor, and composer. So I wrote the music out, and I started calling musicians. I said, what you need is steel guitar, and I called Dave Perlman. Got to have a great bass player, and I got Freddie Washington to come from Steely Dan. I said, you got to have the drummer, and I called James Gadson, the most recorded, amazing R&B drummer. And I got Magic Kramer, the guitar player who won the Grammy with Ray Charles on the last album. So then I'd put a band together, and we started working on the song.
Okay.
You might want to tune up just a little bit, too.
One more go around, we should have it.
No, you know, my job is to hold down the rhythm, make it interesting, given the opportunity on an overdub.
Really thought it's a beautiful song because the first version they did was country, like 6/8, slow, beautiful.
To watch Freddie Washington play the bass, and James Gadson, Dave Perlman on that steel, and Magic Kramer, hearing the music and feeling it was so exciting.
It's a wrap.
An ordinary day, any other day. Today's vocal production day. We raised the key a whole tone because yesterday was sitting a little bit low.
He stood there and did a song which, you know, really hits, you know, a couple of notes really hard, and he did 12 or 13 takes.
It's really hard to visualize like this broken heart.
It just doesn't go with the character and where the character is. It has to breathe.
To me, this is like as literal as a video can get.
Let the video be literal.
I want to leave the word.
I'm not talking about the word, I'm talking about when I walk through the door.
Billy gets really involved with scoring the films that he directs, and he loves the process. He and his composer work really closely together. He's very intent on me taking out, you know, a word or two, and he just kept saying it. Like I'd call and say, honey, are you getting me? He'd say, are you taking out that word when?
Go ahead. Brian, so you're doing it without the word when?
Yeah.
honey, I got to go see my dad. Have you taken out the word when? And I was like, it was just splitting my mind. And then he would say, well, if you want the song to do well, you better take out that word when.
Listen to your singer. Listen to your producer. It's a lot to say.
Really, I want to tell you something. My shoulders are getting tighter
I'm
and
trying to
tighter
help
by
you.
the second.
And it was intense in the control room a little bit.
Yes. Yes.
Nothing I can say, nothing I can do could ever right this wrong.
It's good to have two minds. It's good to have a whole group of people collaborative coming together and saying, I think this could work, I think that could work.
1, 2, 3.
The big difference in the lyrics, also in the tempo, also in the intensity. I also had to talk to him a little bit about his proximity to the microphone.
Just one more stolen kiss, and she drove away.
Because singers work the mic, and there were two high notes that he had to back away.
I'm sorry.
Because there was just no other way to handle it.
Don and Brian are inside doing the mix on the rock version, the final mix. So I got to get back in there and fine tune, picayune.
That guitar should be a little loud. I just heard something I had to do there. And especially in the F major 7th chord, there's the thing that I had to do. And then so I went and did that. And then I came in the booth, and we even took one that was a really good one and put it up in a different place later, and it worked great. Well, I pretty much got a mix, I think.
I agree.
So now what we have to think about is the perspective of the vocal to the band. Because that's the only thing that I would change.
I agree.
But I was very, again, easy to work with you.
Yeah, it gave it more of a rock sound. I feel like the rock version, you feel a lot, and I think that's a lot because of what Don added.
But as far as the experience, I loved what we just did, and I want to do more.
So I can't wait to do it again with this song and with other songs.
I'm just happy and excited for the future.
That's a wrap. Rock on.
Didn't think that she'd be missed. Just one more